Hi my cookers. Okay, so today's another day. We are going to be making a butternut squash crumble. It's got goat's cheese in it. If you're not a fan of goat's cheese, you can use anything like Montego cheese, any sheep's cheese, anything like that. Anything that's kind of like a bit more stringy or got quite a flavour to it. Just play around with what you like with the cheese. Okay, so obviously goat's cheese. So I've got two types of goat's cheese because I like a different kind of texture in each. So that's 125 grams and this one is 100 grams. Okay, so we've got six chestnut mushrooms chopped. Now I have done a lot of demos on how to roast butternut squash. So I've roasted my butternut squash. Any problems, have a look back. I think it's the goat's cheese and butternut squash tart. You'll find how I did it. I've got roasted garlic in there as well. So when I'm roasting this, I leave about 4 cloves of garlic all together and then put that in with it for about half an hour and it makes the roasted garlic. Okay, you need 5 grams of Parmigiano or Parmesan cheese, 1 leek, 1 shallot diced. Now I've got a mix in here of thyme and parsley and some pine nuts. So around 50 grams of pine nuts, but we probably won't use all of that. Salt, pepper, olive oil. I've got a bit of butter in the pan and some olive oil going. Some bread. Now I've used sourdough. The sourdough is really, really nice. It cuts through everything and it makes that crumble on the top. So basically it's quite a rustic dish. It's not like a very nice presented dish. Okay, so I've got that going. Woo. So mind yourself. Put that on. Okay, so it's up to you what you want to do. I like to put a bit of thyme in mine while it's doing it. So put that like that. Okay, and then we're going to grab one of these. And hopefully not throw them all out the pan. But what you want to do is you want to get it all kind of coated a little bit. So you might need a little bit more olive oil or whatever. Because these are going to be like croutony. So you want to get that sort of croutony flavour in it. So I'm going to put a tiny bit more in just so that we've got that. Okay, a bit of olive oil into there. I never said this was a healthy dish. So be warned. Okay, but a lot of people do ask me for vegetarian dishes. I know I'm not a vegetarian myself, but I do admit that I do a lot of meat dishes. But I do like butternut squash and I do like trying different things as well. So I'm going to put this back into the fridge for the moment. The goat cheese is alright because the goat cheese hasn't been very long out. But what I would say is obviously be careful because you don't want anything more than about half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour out the fridge. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab this. This is our shallots. We're going to throw them in there. And then what we'll do is we'll add our garlic in a minute. And we'll add our mushrooms as well to that. Okay, and the leeks, we need the leeks to go in as well because obviously they're going to take a bit more time. So really do keep an eye on these. They do like to go quite quickly. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do these and then I'm going to come back and then we'll do the rest of it because I really want to concentrate on these in case they burn. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so we're back. So my croutons are all done. I only lost 3, which was alright. That's quite good for crouton making. So I've started frying off our shallots and our leeks. And I'm going to put our mushrooms in as well now. So that's done. Okay, and I'm going to grab our garlic Now I like roasted garlic because roasted garlic doesn't taste like raw garlic. It's actually got a really mellow taste to it. It's quite nice. So if you don't really like garlic, it's sometimes the best option, because I know that's why a lot of people don't like it, because obviously they get like really like raw garlic or loads of garlic inside their food, and it's not, I must admit, it's not the nicest. Okay, so I'm going to put this bit, the cubey bits of my butternut squash in here. Now when I'm cutting mine, I like to keep what I call the rainbow bits. So I'm going to use my hands because it's going to be a lot easier. I like the rainbow bits. I'll show you what the rainbow bits are in a second. Okay. Now don't worry if they get a little bit crisp or they look like a little bit burnt. They're not burnt, they're nice, they're caramelised, they actually give a really nice taste off. Right, so these are my rainbow bits. These are the bits I like to keep separate, because when you go to make it, you can put it all nicely on top. So I'm just going to wash my hands quickly while I do that. Fry this off. It's going to be about time in a minute, just to start getting our creme fraiche as well. So pop in your herbs, and then we want to add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Into that. Okay, so just leave that to fry off just for a minute, and then I'm going to go and get the creme fraiche. Okay, so it's just a little pot of creme fraiche. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start as well getting our cheese out. Okay, so this one I'm just literally going to cut into, if I can, into chunks. So if you don't like cheese, then you know it's a bit, I can't really help you with that one, to be honest. But just because I like getting the different types, because they cook at different like kind of temperatures and stuff like that, and they go nice. This one goes like really nice and crispy, creamy, while the other one just melts, which is really nice as well. So break that one up. Then pop it over. If you find that your mushrooms and stuff are burning, don't worry, just put a little bit of water in the pan. That's what I've just done. Put that in. Try and get as much as you can, because you don't want to waste it. Okay, I'll wash my hands again. I'll tell you what, it feels like sometimes I'm forever washing my hands. Right, so we're going to add in our Parmigiano. And our creme fraiche. I really like creme fraiche. It's one of my favourites because it gives such a nice flavour to things, but it's not so fattening as well. So I quite like that. So just put that. We want to put the pepper in it. Now we've put our salt in it. Personally, if you want to put more salt in it, that's up to you. We've got the goat cheese, which is quite salty. We've put salt on the croutons and a little bit of salt in that as well. So personally, I wouldn't really put any more on that. Sorry, Gary, are we keeping you up there? Okay. Big yawn. What we're going to do is we're going to grab this, because this, basically, this creme fraiche is the cream of the crumble. That makes sense. Okay, I think actually I might have that. Now, don't worry if your creme fraiche looks like it's split. Creme fraiche always does that, it's a nightmare. But it does come together after a while. See how hot that is. Okay, so there we go. There's that done. Now, your oven needs to go to 200. You can preheat that before, or you can wait. Personally, I always preheat my oven. So what we're going to do now, I'll turn that off and bring our pine cones over. This is why I like the rainbow ones. This is what I was talking about. Okay. And then you're going to put on the little crumbly bits. So basically this bit's the crumble, but a more rustic one. Put one there. And what's that? Sneaky ones. Put them there. Okay, so just sprinkle on your pine nuts. Like I said, you probably only need a handful of them. They're going to go lovely and crispy in the oven, and it gives a nice little texture to the dish. There we go. So we're going to pop this in. We're going to pop this in for about 20 minutes, because most of it's done anyway. So 15-20 minutes at the most. Don't want it all burning. Okay, I'll see you in a bit, my coquettes. Okay. Da, 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 da. And here we go. So that is your butternut squash crumble. Well, thank you very much for watching, my coquettes. I really do appreciate you watching. Please like and please share. If you're on YouTube, please press the subscribe button and please like. Thank you very much. Bye for now.